Are we live? I think we're live. Let me get set up here. Let's see. There we go. Nobody's watching. Surprise live stream. I will just talk to nobody if nobody watches. That's fine. It's been a while since. Hey, we got one person. We got one person watching. Probably my wife. Anyway, it's been a while since I have uploaded a video. I think the most recent one was me and Miranda going to Shipshewana, visiting some stores. And then I just kind of dropped off the edge of the earth there, probably to you guys. So I've missed you, and I just kind of, popping. Hey, Jenny, JS, hello from Wisconsin. Hey, I wish I could be in Wisconsin. Lynn B, nice to see you again. Yeah, it's been quite a while. So what happened is I had promised a friend of mine in Idaho who owns a dairy and they make cheese. I promised him that I would do a video for him that he could throw up on a TV on display when they're selling their farmstead cheese. And it's been 2 years now. So I finally just shut YouTube down, put that into my editor, into Final Cut Pro, and I am getting closer to being done with that. It's kind of hard to... Gary F. from Sturgis. Hey, you're probably next door somewhere close by. But yeah, so I've been working on that. Editing it takes a while. Hey, from Nampa. Oh, I'm jealous. Wisconsin and Nampa. Come on, guys. Wisconsin, Idaho. I'm stuck in southern Michigan. It's not all bad. So yeah, I've been editing that, and it's not. Editing takes a while, but I could have had it done faster. I just procrastinate a lot. I'm not sure if I can get the video good enough for them, so I just kind of, I just push it to the back burner as much as possible. But yeah, finally, 2 years later, I'm getting to it. I'm just going to get it done. And in the meantime, I can't really put YouTube videos out there. So, and plus I did need that break. That break was kind of wonderful. The pressure up with new ideas and new videos to throw up there, and I just needed to step away from YouTube for a little bit. But I'm back. I'm excited to be back. I can't wait to start doing videos again. The other day, I actually went and shot a friend of mine who his dad owns a cabinet shop. He's Amish. Hey, Eric. There he is. Idaho is better. Yeah, I agree, Eric. I keep looking at pictures of the Sawtooth Mountains, and I am wishing I was there. Don't. So, Eric Evans, he's the guy. He's the guy that's getting the video. They got a great dairy, Evans Farmstead Cheese, evansfarmsteadcheese.com. Is that your website? I'm not sure. I'll plug you guys. Really good cheese. As I'm making this video, we were making it, and the cheese curds, like after the cheese curds were created and the whey was drained away, and he put flavoring in and started putting it in the molds, we got to eat some of the scraps of that, and my mouth is watering just rewatching those clips. And yeah, those were delicious. I want some more of those. Next time we're out there, I'm coming over for cheese curds. April says breaks are always good. Yep. Hello from Ohio. Hey, Ohio. And Syracuse, New York. I'm getting that backwards. So anyway, yeah. So the break, editing the video. Oh yeah, and then what was I talking about? A friend of mine. So a Amish kid. I don't know, kid. I replaced him in the RV factories. So when I went looking for a job, I took his job, and then he is going to go work for his dad in his cabinet shop. They build a lot of cabinets, kind of a state-of-the-art cabinet shop for Amish people. And he just gave me a tour, and he's really good in front of the camera. He was kind of a natural. So I'm kind of excited to throw that in the editor and start watching that, or start editing that for you guys. There's no Amish people in it. I didn't want to bother them. I didn't want to, out of respect, I waited until they had the day off. So Congo, met 2 beachy Amish the other day. We talked for some time, and they invited me to their service and such. Cool. I've never met any beachy Amish. I've seen them around, but never really met any. We just didn't. Also, so over Christmas vacation, the RV industry has tanked. Like, I think 2020, 2021, those orders were just, everybody was buying RVs. They were pumping these things out as hard as they could. Dealers couldn't get them fast enough. And now, since everybody doesn't need to go camping to do something, they can go back to the bowling alleys, the rock, concerts and stuff like that. I think they're all taking their RVs back to the dealership or something. I don't know. But the RV industry here has come to a halt. And we had 3 weeks off for Christmas, and I got a bunch of stuff done around the house here. But I also took my parents on a little road trip for about a week. So my parents, and then my one sister and her husband, who recently got married. Yes, they are Amish in Indiana, the northern Indiana community. They are more lenient. Tell me how my sound is, guys. Sound and video. I'm using a camera and microphone, so I don't know. Is everything good? Give me ones if everything's good, and threes if it's bad. So, it looks like we got a super chat. Oh, Chef DW Hostetler. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's huge. I appreciate that. Shout out to, is that Chef or is it Chef? DW Hostetler. Ones. Okay, so sound is good. That's cool. I'm using a new setup. I finally got a camera, and hopefully everything's good. But yeah, looks like it is. Anyway, so yeah, we took a road trip. We just headed south into Tennessee, and then over into North Carolina and Virginia. It was kind of funny. We drove through 4 different Amish communities, and it was very interesting. Even so, we drove through parts of the Etheridge, Tennessee community, which sounds a little muffled. Could be my Bluetooth. Okay, good sound. All right. Well, hopefully it's not on my end, Mad Max. So Etheridge, Tennessee, I think the Amish community there is a Schwarzentrooper community. So like no running water and all that stuff. And, we cruised around the back roads, and, my parents who are Amish and my siblings who are Amish found this very interesting, as did I. Even though the 2 groups, my liberal community where we come from and their strict community, like the beliefs, the teachings are the same, our community was just way more lenient, more forgiving. If somebody leaves the Amish community here and joins, jumps the fence or goes English, is no longer Amish. If they join a church and become members of a church, the shunning will be lifted. And then, there's usually a year or 2 or 3 of families kind of not getting along or being hurt by each other. But then they get over that, and they move on, and they start having relationships pretty much like they did in the past, right? So the Amish around here, if you grow up Amish, you want to grow up in one of these communities like I grew up in. The Schwarzentrooper communities, if you leave there, I don't know, I shouldn't say the stricter communities, if you leave there, like there's no coming back. Like just listen to Eli Yoder's You Rock It's Chef. Oh, thanks. I wonder, you have some tasty recipes? That's interesting. Do you have a YouTube channel? Let me know if you have a YouTube channel. I'll have to check it out. Anyway, so yeah. So like with Eli Yoder, like he has to dress Amish to go back to visit his mom, and his mom doesn't even like when he's there that much, or his sister, you know. Whereas here I am driving my parents and siblings around in a car after I have left the community. Make sure. So so great to hear someone pronounce my last name correctly. Hostetler. Well, that's an Amish name. Are you not Amish? Or do you not have Amish roots? That's kind of a. It's not really a big name around here, but it's kind of common. Green Hubs, wondering when you would go, hey buddy, hey, I got your message today. I haven't replied yet. So somebody said I would enjoy the Schwarzentuber lifestyle. I would honestly, other than I would love to try their lifestyle for a while. I'm trying to convince my wife to do so. She's not on board yet. The only thing I could not do their way, I think, is taking a bath once a week. I think I would have to have my showers. I don't know if I could do without that. I can't sleep when I feel dirty. So you lived 34 years in Pulaski, Tennessee, or yeah, so that's close to Etheridge. They are a poor community. Yeah, I think. Yeah, they looked poor. Ah, there's my wife. You're crazy. Yeah, come on, baby. You can do. We can do it. So, yeah, DW Hostetler, after 35 years, you're still shunned. Be interesting to know where you're from, what community. Like I was shunned a year and a half after leaving the church, and now it's all good. So, April says, I agree, showers are better. Yeah. Talking about showers, I don't know if any of you guys watch Wrangler Star. I highly encourage you guys to go watch Wrangler Star. Wrangler Star, all one word. He's a big YouTuber. I've been watching him for years. But lately he's doing some live streams, some really good live streams. But he started doing cold showers. He's been doing cold showers for 2 weeks now. I think he's a madman. He says he's getting great benefits from it. He says it was a hateful thing the first couple days, and then he's gotten used to it. Now he enjoys it. And Congo Red Jr. Wrangler Star is a good man. Exactly, he is. I've always loved his content or his advice that he has. Yeah, the cold showers. I've thought about it to see if it's true what he says, but man, it takes a lot of. I don't know if I could do it. That's brutal. I've had to take cold showers because there was no hot showers. Just an Airbnb we stayed at, and it was not fun. I don't know. I think I'd rather pull my toenails out with pliers. So let me get back up here a little bit to all my Amish grandmother's recipes and use them daily. Yeah, there's Amish cooking's good. Yep, lots of sugar, not healthy stuff, but delicious. Stephanie Pageville, are you still a potato though? At heart, I am. At heart, I'm still a potato. I love Idaho. A from Michigan. He loves cold showers. Katie Lake, he loves cold showers. Is his wife cutting him off? Yeah, I don't know. He's convincing her to do it. I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, Intimidator. Yeah, there is something. He says it's transformed his life. I don't know. It could be like he's Wim Hof. He's following a guy who encouraged some YouTuber, I think, who did it, and he says it's transformed his life, and I'm afraid it has. My life has been transformed by a couple things. One was the barefoot shoes or minimalist shoes. Going back to your feet being flat on the ground, and the carnivore diet. Like I'm not on the carnivore diet currently. I'm planning on doing that again for a couple months. But ever since I did it the first time a couple years ago, my life has changed. Um, I felt so good on it that I haven't like I don't eat stuff like I normally did. The cakes and the pastas and the breads and the um, sugars and all that stuff and the sodas and all that. Ever since I did that carnivore diet the first time, I just haven't. Every once in a while I'll have something sweet uh, or maybe every once in a while I'll have an actual cheeseburger with the bread on it. Most of the time I'll pull it off, but I just haven't gone back to eating the way I did before that. So yeah, those two things transform my life, and I'm afraid that the cold showers would too. But yeah, I don't know. So hey, Jerry Lizardo, I missed the skiing with you. Yeah, I haven't even gone this year, Gerald. The snow we've gotten snow once here in southern Michigan, and the rest of the time it's been kind of warm. It's kind of the picture keeps flickering. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I think that's my video capture card. I have a cheap video capture card, um, and I need to buy a better one for this. But I just kind of pieced this system together today. So as long as the audio is good, I'm happy. Katie Lake, love carnivore, meat forever. I know it's the carnivore diet has. If you go online and you watch some of those videos, like it goes against what doctors say, but the testimonies of thousands of people have it's if you have an autoimmune disease like arthritis or what all is it, lupus and skin problems, depression, and stuff like that. Like if you have anything autoimmune, check out the carnivore diet. Go do the research online. So many people are clearing a lot of that stuff up. It's weird. It's weird. I know most doctors are against it, but there's some that are catching on and seeing the benefits of the elimination diet. So yep, the real answer to dieting is eating what you want, simply in moderation. Yeah, but the problem, the things that I want are usually not the best for me. So Regina Miller, depends on the bishop, CJ. We left the Amish in your community, northern Indiana, 4 years ago, and have been members of another church ever since. And our old bishop refuses to remove it. Oh, really? So it does depend on the bishop. That's interesting, Regina. I wonder if I know you guys. Have we talked? I'm not sure. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Some are just a little bit more old school. I was very fortunate. The bishop and the preachers in our church were phenomenal. Like, I mean, I'm sure I don't know them. Maybe they had some dark sides. I don't know, but from being with them throughout my life as a kid, growing up, really, really good men. So, Jerry, you said I'm no longer a potato. You're an Amish cornflake. Pomerella's missing. I want to remain the potato. You can take the snow in New Hampshire. Wouldn't mind moving to New Hampshire. I would love that. That's just way far away from what's up. You can get it. You're fine. Uh-oh. Congo Red Jr., I have arthritis. Yeah, look into it. I don't know if it clears up all of it, but I know you're fine. People are having less joint pain, there's something, I guess, in plants that the plants have a defense mechanism. Like you would think veggies and fruits fine, but they have like this, I don't know the term, but this thing that is to reject bugs, so bugs don't eat them. I think that they're finding out that that's causing autoimmune issues in us. I didn't really struggle with any of that stuff. I did the carnivore diet for 2 months straight a couple of years ago, and I noticed though that like I used to have itching right here. For some reason, just something would appear and it would be itchy. Yeah, it's kind of bad because my diet's been horrible. It completely went away. And then when I started eating veggies and stuff again, then that came back. I think breads, pastas are just horrible for me. I don't know if that's the case with everybody. Green Hub says, Regular Star has some strange ideas. Hopefully he will come around and believe in Sasquatch. Well, he lives with them up there. Bigfoot's all over the Pacific Northwest. Oh, you weren't even talking about, Katie says, I wasn't even talking about health, just love steak. Yeah, hey man, it's good stuff. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Gary F. Appreciate that. Chris Reckler says, what brought you to Michigan? So we lived in Idaho and we had to leave it's just some stuff I don't want to talk about publicly. Some family stuff. So we ended up leaving and moving to my family, closer to my family, which I know we live in Michigan, but my family lives right across the state line in Shipshewana, Indiana. So we just moved here for now and until we decide where we want to move to. So basically, we can move. We're hoping to move out of here. We're living in town right now. I know we moved from the country to the town, which is backwards. But hang on, just a second. Tamara Eastman, I have lupus. My mother died from it. Would I benefit from the carnivore diet? Very possibly. Dr. Ken Berry, I think, was talking about it. Just research it. I can't give medical advice. I don't know anything medical, but look into it. He for sure it'll be worth your time looking into it. I don't even know what lupus is, but the carnivore diet it's a hard diet, but it's a diet where you don't go hungry. It gets a little boring just eating meat. But if you like it, people have benefited greatly from it. And if all you have to do to change your health is change your way of eating, it might get a little bit pricier with some steaks and stuff, but I think well worth it. I would try that and definitely research it. You know better than I do. Yeah, it's Dr. Ken Berry and lupus and see what he has to say about it. Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of research into each individual autoimmune issue, but I just know there's been, like, you'll watch a video of somebody talking about how wonderful the carnivore diet is, and then you'll go down in the comments, and everybody down in there is talking about, oh yeah, I've been on it for 2 months, and it's been the greatest thing ever, and this cleared up, and this cleared up. So yeah, it's there's there's really no medical research that has been done on it. And of course, if you go to the doctor, he's going to say, oh no, it's horrible. You need fiber in your diet. You need your cholesterol is going to be horrible, but that's all bogus. Like, it's not. Yeah, do the research. I can't guarantee anybody, like, I can't guarantee if you have arthritis or lupus or what is it, Lyme disease or Crohn's disease or something like that. I can't guarantee that you'll get healing from it, but um, Michaela Peterson, I'm not a Jordan Peterson fan, but his daughter Michaela Peterson was down with depression and arthritis and stuff as a kid, and she was on all sorts of pills. She had a horrible life. Her story. Maybe she's exaggerating it. Maybe she's lying. I don't know. This is her story. But according to her, she had to have a hip replacement. I believe it was a hip replacement at 17. And like a year later, she did a ankle replacement because of arthritis. And then she was on like a whole list of medications. And then she started learning about elimination diets. So she started eliminating food slowly from her diet, and she finally got down to where she was eating nothing but meat. And she got off her medications. Her arthritis was gone, like it was just not existent anymore. Um, and she discovered that when she tried to introduce more veggies back in, that she would just everything would go haywire again, and she'd be in bed for 3 days because of depression or feeling crappy. So take that for what it's worth. um, I can't validate her story, but that's I guess her story, and there's others like it. So Host Etler says it depends on the bishop in Holmes County as well as far as shunning. Where was I at? I interrupted something to, I don't know, can't remember. I was talking about something when I took a left turn and started talking about lupus or carnivore diet again. Anyway, do the research. We'll leave that one set. I don't want to hammer that the whole night. Anyway, yeah. So my uncle is actually the bishop now in Holmes County. Makes visiting much easier. I bet it does. You need to move this way. Is real estate down in Holmes County? Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would drop. Oh yeah, so that's what we were talking about. So we moved to Michigan, and we're just sitting here until we figure out where we want to go. So we want to live in the country, but the whole United States is our. I mean, we can move wherever we want as long as we can afford it. So, yeah, like West Virginia is calling my name, but job-wise, it's okay. You know, Miranda is now plugged into a school here that she likes. She has friends. We're not sure we want to pull out right away. My wife, we happen to move in right next to an elderly gentleman. Mitchell, if you're watching, how are you? He just had his 79th birthday. My wife has a heart for taking care of older people, and she has adopted him. Matter of fact, I keep giving him crap about stealing my wife. But so I don't know that we're going anywhere soon. The plan was to move out of here within a year or two, but we might stick around for longer. And then, you know, I was looking at Wisconsin, West Virginia, Southeast Ohio. I like the hills. I would love the Northeast, but then that's really far away from Idaho and Indiana. And Wisconsin would be perfect, but their hills just aren't that big. They're nice, so we could do it. And some of the sections we drove through was clean neighborhoods. So yeah, so we're sitting here for now, and we'll just keep our eyes out for, I guess, opportunities. If anybody wants to donate land to my family, then yeah, we'll take it. As long as it's not in the southern tip of Florida. So why do Congo Red Jr., why do Amish shave their mustaches? If I'm not mistaken, back during the Anabaptist movement, the military, so in Europe, Switzerland, whatever, you were supposed to join the military. I'm getting into it too much. The military men wore mustaches. That was a style. And no beards, I think. So the Amish not wanting to be, or the Anabaptists. I don't know if it's the Amish or the Anabaptists, because I think there's a difference. Like I would say there's the Anabaptist movement, which was more, it was different, a little different than the Amish movement. I think the Amish have Anabaptist history, but I think Jacob Ammann just converted to being an Anabaptist, and then and then that's where the Amish come from, and he changed a lot of the direction they went, beliefs wise, tradition wise, and stuff like that. So I'm not sure, Anabaptist or Amish, not sure, but they didn't want to be worldly, so they did the opposite of what the military was doing. They shaved their mustaches and grew their beards. I think that's what I've heard. I think that's correct. So Swiss Chalet says, for arthritis, consider if you don't want to do full carnivore, just stop eating vegetables and wheat, and then often helps tremendously. Yeah, for sure. That would definitely probably do quite a bit. And it's free. Like, guys, it's free to try this. It just takes a little bit of willpower, a little bit of self-discipline. Do it and see if it helps. Sugars, just sodas, sugars, they're bad. They're bad. I know they taste good, but the amount of sugars in our diets, like the corn syrup in the American diet, is horrible. Like, it's, yeah, in moderation it'd be okay, but we have overdone it. So Freebird, here we go. Yes, it totally improved mine and my husband's health 100%. I like it. You can't deny it, and that's why I think some of the doctors are starting to look at it, because the testimonies coming from that diet are just, you can't overlook it anymore. So definitely stop all white sugar. Yep, includes brown sugar. Yep. Only use raw honey if you must use a sweetener. I think, yeah. So I'm going to do the carnivore diet again for a couple of weeks. My dad has psoriasis, so I was trying to talk him into trying it, and so I'm going to try to do it with him. And I want to do it for some weight loss and just to reset my gut biome, I guess. I don't know. I just want to do it. And so yeah, I'm going to try to get back on there. And I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, and then after I come off of that, I'm going to try to stick with like the natural, like the honeys, if I have sugar, honey or maple syrup. But it's still sugar. Hey, fellow Hoosier, Crafty Jackie. Yep. Raymond, definitely, sugar is an inflammatory cancer cells. Love it. I've cut it out of my diet by about 95%. I've been in remission for a few months from cancer. That is awesome. Jeannie's Beanies. That is really good to hear. That is so good to hear. Honey, why'd you say no? That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Kentucky's a good state. Yeah. Honey Hollow Home said, Tennessee and Kentucky, that I would love to move in those states, one of those states. The only problem is they don't have snow. Like, they need snow. Like, if there was some ski resorts, I get maybe western or eastern Tennessee does. I don't know. I was kind of hoping to stick with the north. Pennsylvania is nice, lots of jobs. Yes, you know what? I should maybe look into Pennsylvania more. I've always heard about the bad politics, but you know what? It's just part of it, right? Like, we don't have to abide by their ways if we don't like it. What was your wife's and kids' first impressions of the Amish on their way of life when you first brought them to your family in Indiana? Honey, can you answer that? My wife actually, the first time, this was before we were married, I brought her back. And before we flew back here, she started doing a bunch of research on Amish people. So she watched Amish Mafia and Amish in the City and all that stuff, which is not accurate at all. Oh, you'll definitely find the hills in West Virginia, also Brown County in Indiana, and Iowa around Dubuque. Yep, you're right, Crafty Jackie. West Virginia, cheap land, no building. I think there's low land tax, property taxes, and building codes are lax, which is good and bad. Good for me, but could also be bad. People are building stuff they shouldn't. My concern with West Virginia, I just need to cruise out there and check it out. My concern with that is, I don't know, I guess you just hear bad things about the life of people there. But I'm sure there's got to be good pockets of people, and jobs is a concern. You know, West Virginia is a big coal mining state, and now that they've shut those mines down, unfortunately, it's just there's no, yeah. But like it's beautiful, a lot of great things, just jobs. Let me skip ahead here. So DW Host Sutler says the Anabaptists are the reason for no mustaches, and yeah, so okay. Kentucky has snow. Do they have enough for ski resorts? That's are they cold enough? So I guess they don't need to get snow as long um, as they have enough cold temperatures to make snow. Gary F. It would take amazing willpower to stay away from JoJo's pretzels. Yeah, it does sometimes. That's if I eat bread or something. Yeah. Steer clear of New Jersey. I wonder if that's because of the politics or because of I don't know. I don't know if I'm a fan of. I should just be looking down here. Let me know if there's more super chats. Because I'm afraid I'm going to miss them. Okay, good. Where are we? My husband and I are celebrating our anniversary, and I want to go to Shipshewana. Yeah, come on up here. They got hotels, and they have probably enough to do some shows to see if you want to see them. I took my wife to see the ventriloquist. I forget his name now. But yeah, he was funny and has a good Christian message. Sorry guys, catching up here. New Jersey politics. Yeah. Sweet Honey Hollow Homestead escaped to New Jersey to move to Kentucky. Sweet freedom. Yep, you're right. That's probably it. The great states. I said snow. Maybe that's just something I got to give up. What was I gonna talk about now? Oh, what's wrong? Oh, don't do that here. Don't do that here. Turn it down. What's up? Okay. My wife was bringing me a comment, but if the sound on her video is going, then it'll do feedback. How far back was that? Oh, Jeannie's beanies. Am I saying that right? Jeannie's beanies. Sitting here crocheting as I watch. I'm curious at what age are the girls taught the handcrafts and who does the teaching? The mother, grandmother, etc. That's a good question. I didn't pay attention to the girls. The at a young age, you know, Amish mothers are great with, as a whole, not all of them, patience. It takes a lot of patience to teach children the ways, you know, how to do things. And I don't know what age. I don't know what age. They children are given chores at a very early age, 3, 4, 5 years old. They're given responsibilities, um, but that wouldn't necessarily mean handicrafts. I think in our community, you know, the handcrafts are just those are just they see the interest of the child, and then they will help them a little bit. And usually it's the mother, maybe the grandmother. You'll hear a lot of quilting. You'll hear a lot about quilting in the Amish communities, right? And some older Amish communities probably still do that. I don't know, but in our community, quilting, I didn't see. There was some going on when I was a kid, but I don't think they do it as much. But they would have in the past, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what age. I don't know when that starts. It just kind of naturally comes. Amish don't have TVs, so or cell phones, so it's reading books or doing a craft or playing games with each other is their entertainment. I honestly, it's so much healthier. I wish. Yeah, I just put the TVs away. I know YouTube. I have an addiction to YouTube. I love learning stuff, and I'm in it with everybody else. But I think it would be so beneficial if we just put all that stuff away and were forced to interact with family more. The drink of the day is the Carnivore flavored water. Let me head to cooking dinner as I listen. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm getting hungry. You talking about it? Shipshewana is actually one of Oprah's top 60 places to visit. Really? Ooh, I could find 60 better places, I think. We live in SS, and there was no way we could survive there on SS. Oh, Social Security, and there's no. Okay, got you. So the cost of living in New Jersey was just high. There is money to be made in quilting, probably. Yep. Wonder if it's getting warm. Amish in Oklahoma still quilt. This is the first. Ever seen the Amish being live before. Oh, you haven't seen me live, Brian Roy? You've been in the comments, haven't you? You look familiar. Of course, all I have is that little circle icon thing to look at. So, but anyway, so yeah, I still need to do the giveaway. Once again, I'm a professional procrastinator, so I just need to go pick out some items to give away and do the giveaway. So I got to learn how to do the giveaway for it to be fair. And then, yeah, here Host Etler just said, you got to trust God that you are where you are for a reason. Right now, you do an amazing job, folks, bringing the gap. Hang on. You do an amazing job educating folks and bridging the gap with the Amish community. Well, thank you for that compliment. Why did I bring that up? Huh, I popped another comment up there. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So yes, you touched on a good point there, DW. Just live in the season that God has for you. I'm itching to get in the country again, but we're okay right here. Our friend next door, he needs help. He has nobody else. All he has is brothers and sisters who are in kind of the same shape he is, and he can no longer live alone. So my wife takes care of him willingly. She loves doing it. She found, she keeps her busy. And I really love that about her, that her heart is for that. I just don't know how she has the patience for it, because I would not. Uh, Back up here, but yeah, so we'll just sit in this season for now and do what we got to do, and then the next season will be around the corner. It's exciting. I like adventures, so we'll see what's next after this house, I guess. Anathema and Animus. I'd love to visit near Shipshewana. Goshen is the home to my favorite motorcycle company. I don't know anything about motorcycles. I didn't know they had one, but it's a pretty big town. So yeah, if you're in Goshen area, you might as well come to Shipshewana. Freebird. I had all my babies Amish women. It was very interesting. Yeah, that's where they are. So, CJ, any interesting convos um, with your family on Christianity? We might have touched on it a little bit. I, you know, we Amish who leave, and we Amish who leave, we who leave and find Christ, right? The true gospel. We get excited, like it changes your life, right? You get all of you who are believers, you're born again believers. You know what it's like. It's the freedom. It's amazing. So we go running back to our Amish family and we try to force this on them, and it doesn't go over well. We're overzealous. So I've kind of backed off of doing that, and then I'll just try to put in some plugs here and there of what the Bible says. The Bible says, just subtly. And I think, dropping those little seeds, creating little questions in their minds is going to do more than anything. Um, it's just reading the Bible that would do it. So I know I touched on a few conversations, and it'll get awkward really fast if you do too much, but so be it. Yeah, I don't, forcing it on them doesn't work. It doesn't help anything. I was heading to Shipshewana about a month or two ago, south of White Pigeon. There was a small group of Amish kids carrying what I believe to be about 8 muskrats. They were smiling ear to ear. Yep, bet they were with that many. Um, uh, they do like to hunt, those boys. Whatever happened to the Amish kids on the move, Devil's Playground, especially the boys selling drugs? Brian Roy asked. That I should just do a video on that, because a lot of those, some of those guys are Amish now. Maybe even a preacher or two in there. One or two of them aren't Amish. I knew most of them. I don't know what happened to the main guy. I don't know what happened to the main guy. I don't know where he's at. Farron, I think his name was. Yeah, Yoder. I worked with him briefly at Jayco, and then he quit again. So I'm not sure where he's at. I hope he's found Christ and is settled down, married somewhere, but I don't know. So let me back up here. Amish hat for a giveaway. Um, could do that. Those are expensive, and I don't know if those would be worth anything to anybody. Maybe you, but you have one already, right? Green hubs. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if people are interested in it, that could go. Excuse me, that could go on the list. How much land does my family have? Enough to sell you a few acres? No, they most well. So my parents don't have a lot of land. They live on a little over 3 acres. That's what we grew up on. My sister has a farm, but um, they like the prices in Amish country are so expensive. Like the the RV industry was making tons of money, and land prices just went way up. Like it's out of proportion. Um, just outside of the community, it's cheaper. It's like normal. But in the community, the prices are insane because Amish don't want to. They want to live close enough that they can drive to their friends and family's houses with horse and buggy. So they don't want to live outside of the community. So they're starting to spread, but uh, my family all lives right in the community, and if they even wanted to sell me land, I wouldn't even want it because it's too expensive. There is a little, it's there. There's 2 church districts neighboring my parents that um, the land is cheaper. I don't know how much cheaper. Those districts, so all of northern Indiana, the Shipshewana, Topeka, Goshen area, they're all pretty much the same as far as allowing things. You know, allowing rubber tires on buggies, allowing um, bicycles and skid loaders and all that stuff. But these 2 church districts, uh, they don't. They don't even have refrigerators. I don't think. I think they still collect ice out of the lake. So they're a stricter community. They're just not allowed to have all the luxuries. So nobody really wants to move in there because they would have to abide by those rules. So nobody buys the land in there. So the land is cheaper. So a non-Amish person could move in there if he can find some land for sale and live there. You know, find a deal. Still live among the Amish. I love listening to Amish books, and sometimes I wish I could be like them. We don't watch TV. We are about family. That's awesome, Chris Reckler. Yeah, keep doing that. Encourage that. Congo Red Jr., do you still farm? Nope, we don't. We never farmed. We had a garden, but that's it. My brother-in-law has a organic dairy farm. He farms with horses and everything. What do the Amish think of furry fandom? I don't know. Orange Pisces. No. Is your youngest brother still in Rumspringa? Will you be hiking again? TJ. Yes, he is still in Rumspringa. I have a little sister who is 16. She is also in that stage. I don't know if we'll ever have her on video. She wouldn't mind, I'm sure, but yeah, we just haven't done anything where we're not with my parents. She went on that trip with us, but I wasn't going to get video of her while while my parents were around. Goshen, as in Goshen, Indiana, yes, yep. And hiking, yes, we will be. Well, I'm planning on hiking again. I talked to my brothers. I wanted to do an all guy, all brother trip to out west. Just drive out there, sleep in tents, go backpacking for a couple days, come home, and just dudes, dirty, stinky, whatever. Just the guy thing. The problem is now that the RV industry isn't busy, I don't know if the funds will be there as much. They might have to. We were planning on doing it on 4th of July weekend this summer, or week this summer, but we might have to back out of that because of funds. Conservative Christian, let's eat lunch together again with my pastor this time. Village Inn, maybe. Yeah, I'm game. My wife, she is a special lady to be a caregiver. Yep, she has a heart for that. I don't know why. I don't know. That might be worse than cold showers, taking care of older people. I don't know. I know I sound mean. Somebody's got to do it. It couldn't be me. Is there an Amish Mafia? I do enjoy your vids. Yeah. Oh, thank you. There is no Amish Mafia. Maybe we should start one. That is all TV show. The people on the show probably came from the Amish. They were Amish kids, possibly, but yeah, it's all scripted, all show. No Amish Mafia. Amish are not violent people. How long have we been going? 53 minutes. Yeah, we did. Back again. Oh, hey, welcome back, April. Come to East Tennessee. We have a wonderful Amish community in Tellico Plains, and Tennessee is a great state to live in, especially East Tennessee. Yes, that would be, yeah, I could live in East Tennessee, I think. Just snow. We were Shipshewana for Christmas and actually shopped at the same store you did the video with your daughter. It's a beautiful place with more people. Yeah, DW, that's, yeah, well, hey, hit me up next time you're in the area. Um, if you're from Holmes County, Ohio, if you're from Ohio, you probably have some of the same stores, I'm assuming, correct? Um, a great giveaway, an Amish hat. You guys want an Amish? Also, yeah, give me some ideas on the giveaway. I'll throw a cookbook in there, but that's not enough. So I got to come up with some other stuff. Somebody mentioned quilts. I don't know how much those are. I don't make a whole lot off of YouTube. So, and most of what I'm making is going into equipment. But, yeah, if they're not too expensive, possibly. But yeah, not down. It's even, because we have another 2 weeks off coming up. It kind of cuts into the bank accounts a little bit. Oh, Amish potato. I'd have to build another one of those. That actually lights up. I just don't have it turned on. Yeah, I built that. I decided to section off a little portion of our house and do a studio. That's one thing I did over Christmas vacation. Hello from Reno, Nevada. Hey, Reno. Jamie Den. I've always wanted to head into that area, especially maybe not necessarily Reno so much, but Virginia City, to check out that old mining town. That would have been cool. I'd never made it. Should have gone. My wife's family has history there as a stagecoach driver. I think during the boom town, you would have probably seen some of those big name guys. Amish wicker basket. Hey, I hope I can save these chats. Yeah, to get your ideas. Quilts are expensive. That's what I was afraid of. I don't know how expensive. I know at auctions they go for an insane amount of money. Hi, I'm Andrea. I grew up Hutterite and can relate to a lot you are talking about. Have you left the community, Andrea? That's very interesting because I've looked into that a little bit, and it is like when I left the Amish, I thought we were very unique. But when you start looking into Mormonism and Jehovah's Witnesses and Hutterites and all that stuff, there's a lot of similarities. Lots. April says, good job on the studio. Thank you, April. Where are we here? Amish quilts would mean taking out a bank loan. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't really want to do bank loans. We have Layman's here to shop at, and quilts are super expensive. Yeah, we want to go to Layman's. I want to go to Layman's. That's on the list. Hopefully, sometime this summer or this spring we can go. What was I gonna? Oh, bank loans. You know, we've been fortunate enough to buy our house outright, and I think loans are evil. Mortgages. I wish they would have been illegal from the get go. You know, with this, I know we're blessed. We're very fortunate for the way we are because we're not debt. We're not without a mortgage because of good money management. Because my money management is horrible. It's a lot better than it was, but it used to be. It was as bad as it can get. I didn't have any gambling addictions or anything, but I could hold on to a savings account to save my life. So we're fortunate to own this little house outright. It's not much, but it's enough. And just this whole, working with Amish people in the RV industry, that's their life. Like that's their career. Like that's what all they have for the most part. If and this slowing down of these orders, like I mean, people are there's some RV plants that aren't working for 2-3 months, which is insane. So it's scared a lot of people that I work with. Like we're still busier than a lot, but they're getting scared. Like what happens? Like how am I going to make my payments? How am I going to survive if I get laid off or if we just don't work a whole lot? And I gotta say, man, it is a very freeing thing not to worry about that. Like I have already You know, I've already spoken to my boss and told him, hey, if it comes to a layoff, I'll go so other people can continue working there, because I have my Class A CDLs. I'll always be able to find a job. They won't. They won't have anything else. In 2008, when we had the recession, you know, the RVs were first to go, and there was people, Amish people, without jobs. Everybody survived, and it was good for everybody. And this slowdown is going to be good for everybody. Kind of rain checks everybody and saying, hey, maybe we were a little prosperous and we were spending our money. You know, we were buying stuff that we really didn't need. It's good for them to kind of like, whoa, this can go bad, and we need to watch how we use our money. But it's still scary for them. And for me, it's not. Like, I'm like, I'll take a voluntary layoff. I'll go get another job. You know, this is freeing. Like, I'm almost looking forward to it. Like, what does God have in store for me next? Because I just don't have the bills they do. Um, and it's so, like, it used to not be like that. Any other time, I was so worried. You know, I would be worried. Like, what about, you know, how am I going to pay my bills if something bad it happens? But, and it's also, you know, the other day I wanted to hit somebody in the face. And even he just made me mad, you know, working with somebody, and it just, the way I don't know. I'm not going to get into that, but just, I wanted to hit him in the face. And it was a freeing thought to know that I could punch him in the face, lose my job, and still be okay, right? Like, I would have the freedom to do that. Um, uh, Fortunately, I didn't. But yeah, I'm all smiley on camera, but it's not all of me. For the most part, I have a lot of patience. I don't get mad very often, but I did that day. So you're still Hutterite but born again. That's good to know. So it'd be interesting to know what you guys actually believe, doctrine wise. You know, yeah, born again. You know, because if an Amish person says they're born again, that, I think most of the time they will mean they are baptized and now a member of a church. Where I would say born again is to be made new. Doesn't, not baptism, just you repented from your sin, you turned away from the sin, you turned to Christ, and you're saved, and you've become a new person. Then you get baptized. So I wonder if that's the same thing, Andrea. That's kind of curious. A lot of young people coming to Christ. It sounds like you got it. That sounds awesome. That's good. Do Hutterites, would you consider them a works-based salvation belief, or not? Maybe for a giveaway, an Amish potato keychain, or even a picture like in the background without the frame. Oh yeah, I could do that. I could do the frame. Just, that took a while to do. You know, yeah, I need to get on that. That I did that picture myself, and how I did it was, how did I do that? Oh, I printed out. I took my logo, I enlarged it, and I printed out on 2 pieces of paper, and then I put it under some contact paper and over one of my lights, and I cut the contact paper out. Not contact paper. Yeah, basically, it was paper that you put into one of those Cricut things, and I cut it all out with a little X-Acto knife and everything. It's time consuming, and then I painted it onto the cloth. But I need to. There's some shirt companies who could probably make me a silk screen. So yeah, I need to get on that. I need to go talk to them, see what they have. See what they have for. Yeah, see what I can get done there. And I need to start making shirts. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you guys. It's been an hour already. Shirt ideas. I need to put a video out. Give me some shirt ideas, like Amish potato shirt ideas. I do still want to do the website thing, and put some gear out there if you guys are interested. And we're trying to come up with some product ideas that we can sell. But yeah, shirts. I need shirt ideas. Like, Wie bist du? How are you in Dutch, or maybe some other sayings in Dutch. I just need some good ideas. Maybe I need to do a shirt contest, shirt idea contest. Yeah, that could actually be fun. um, where are we here? Do Amish people even know Hutterites exist? Yes, Amish people are very interested in Hutterites, for sure. They have. I've heard my brothers talk about them. They would love to go check out. They would love to walk into a Hutterite. Is it a colony? Whatever. Gary F says the city of Sturgis needs a Class A CDL driver for their DPS department. What is that? Soon, I might be interested, possibly, uh, depending on what it is. But I would love to drive again. Um, if I do, if we do have a layoff, I take the layoff. I've been thinking about what I would want to do because my options are kind of open too. I love driving. I would love to do that. I don't like the lack of physical work. Like, I like sitting in a truck, but it's not healthy for my body. I've thought about, you know, uh, if a young kid or youth, teens, 20s, early 20s, like get into the trades, man. Like you, electrician, plumber, go be an apprentice, go you work those couple years of uh, lower wages, um, do the schooling, just become an electrician or something like that, and you're going to be making six figures. Like, how do you beat that, right? So, I thought about doing that just because, but it takes a while to get your whatever you call that, journeyman's or whatever it is. Um, but if we could make it, it'd be fun. I just have a lot going on, so I don't know. We'll see. And then, like, I would love to just be a framer. That would be fun. So, like a house framer. I don't want to work in the cold. Where are we at here? Ever see the show Breaking Amish? Yeah. Yes. So that was one my wife watched. Not very accurate. Actually, my neighbor was on one of them. Your logo on T-shirt. Yep. So I plan on that. That would be cool. Yep. Congo Red. Bankers run this corrupt world. They do. It's all about the bankers. I used to be Amish. Now I'm a potato. Shirt idea. Yeah, that could work. Does Pennsylvania Dutch have a written form? I guess somebody wrote it down, but not really. People do write short little phrases in Pennsylvania Dutch, so we could like I used to work with a guy who hauled Amish on the side, and he had a 15-passenger van. His license plate was Bibishtu. Um, so yeah, little phrases like that could be cool. I just got to come up with some creative ones, some funny ones. Gary F. Check it out. Lots of physical work and good money. I'm gonna look into that. I will. Kimberly Bauer says you need to put your shirts, hats, stickers, etc. in the shop and ship Shawana. That's maybe that would be scary. The Amish people, I don't think approve of my channel, so I don't know how well that would go over. Finally, I think my coworkers finally for the first time found out that I have a YouTube channel about Amish people on this last Thursday that I worked, and yeah, I don't know. It was a little awkward after they found out. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll put my merch in stores around here. It is kind of hard. Like they didn't know about it, and I kind of felt like I was hiding stuff from them, but I didn't. How do you bring it up? Hey, I have a YouTube channel about you guys. I try to keep. I don't want to bash them. They're great people, and yeah, I don't want to bash them. This community's great. Different other communities might not be. I don't know, but I think that the doctrine, the stuff that they get wrong biblically, should be pointed out. And I haven't done a whole lot of that. I should be doing more. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just lost my train of thought there. So Southwest Michigan Sales LLC. I know a lot of Amish down that way. I agree the Amish wouldn't like it as doors. I do believe the tourist shops downtown would be okay though. Yeah, probably. Um, I don't know. We'll just try to sell it online when I get to it. I'm really curious about what they do think of me doing a channel. Like, I wouldn't mind hearing some of their opinions. Because, I don't know. Like, Amish normally don't want people talking about them, right? And they definitely think, they roll their eyes at all these fake shows like Amish Mafia and all that stuff. And they think it's ridiculous that they're putting out garbage like that. And then I come along, and I talk about their doctrine, which they definitely don't like. But then on the flip side of that, I also defend them in some ways. So I also speak truth about them in some ways and set things right. The world thinks this of them, and then I'm sharing this. So I don't know. Hey, Karen English, you are late. Yeah, you'll just have to go back and watch it. So yeah, I want to try to keep things respectful. It's a hard thing to do, and it's just is what it is. So I should be going. I'm guessing my wife has dinner ready soon. I appreciate you guys. I'm surprised how many people showed up today with no notifications or no heads up. Hopefully I didn't miss anything too important there in the chat, guys. Yeah, hopefully. So still working on the giveaway. I just bear with me. I'm a procrastinator. And hopefully the website, me and my wife have been talking about things we can do to sell. It's just, I wish I could find some Amish people to make some stuff, but I don't know if they would even work with me on that because of what I'm doing. I don't have a lot of extra time. We'll see where. I'm guessing we're going to turn a road here as far as lifestyle, because I don't know, we might have a layoff. So if we do, I might change my job, which might mean less time, more time. I don't know. We'll see what God has for us. But yeah, so all in all, it's an amazing lifestyle. Andrea says, yeah, for some. Like, I had a great, I have nothing to complain about. It was amazing growing up in this community, but there's some darkness in it too. So some people don't have that good experience. Ruth Ann Blank, quite surprised about what things that happen in the Amish community follow you. Yeah, Eli Yoder. Yeah, it's shocking. It's shocking. I have learned a lot since I started doing this about what actually goes on in Amish communities. Just remember, it's not all like that. Sometimes when we get to start talking about some of that sex abuse and all that stuff, you just kind of put them all in that group, and that's not the case. I need to put a video out about a couple of books I read from some Amish women. Some dealing with sex abuse in the Amish community, then some who didn't. They ended up leaving, but they didn't experience that. So it's just some good, some bad. But the good thing is a lot of that is being brought into the open and being exposed. I just recently Lizzie Hirschberger posted something how something I caught the judge said the Amish have been getting away with this, and they're not just going to sweep this under the rug like they usually do. And that is what needs to happen. The people, the judges, the prosecutors, all that. I don't know how all that works, but them becoming aware of what's going on and finally being awake to this all, um, and seeing how they work behind the scenes, and not letting them get away with it is awesome. So finally, maybe some justice. But yeah, not all Amish are like that. It's just I know a lot of great people. I love working with them. I love my family's great. Yeah, not all of them. Well, as far as I know, I guess. But yeah. Um, Flea market crowd would love to buy my stuff. That's probably true. So I might have to do. Yeah, I was hoping to do some more videos. Kimberly, I was just talking earlier how I got to do a photo or a video. I shot a video. A guy took me to an Amish cabinet shop. Um, the owner's son, who's not a member of the church, was allowed to do it. So as soon as I get the project that I'm working on out of my Final Cut Pro, I'm going to put that one in and start working on that. And then I think, unless I do a quick video before that, I don't know. That'll be interesting. Then I was hoping to do some more of those maybe. Um, I would love to interview some Amish people, but that's probably not going to be a possibility. And understandably so. They just don't want to. I would love to interview an Amish person on their beliefs. Just let them talk and put it up there. That would be great. Just so you guys can see their viewpoint. Unfortunately, more happens than most really know. One thing people need to remember: people are people. English and Amish both have issues. Exactly. Yep. Yep. It's just, yeah. The Amish, some of those stricter communities, the Amish little kids just don't have a way out, and that's what Amish Rescue Mission's all about. Which some big things are happening there, I think. So if you can support Amish Rescue Mission, it's a great place to tithe. Um, do a video on the care homes. What are the care homes? I'm not sure Southwest Michigan sales what you're talking about. Care homes. Talk with the Glicks that sell in the flea market. I'm not sure the Glicks. I might have to. Yeah, I might have to gander through the flea market. I haven't been there since we moved back. There's an Amish store, a big store in Snover, Michigan. Snover, Michigan. There's Amish all over Michigan. Yep. Hey, Karen Tyler. Yep, I'm back. Short break. Oh, care homes. I mean the mental care homes. Yeah, you know what? Should do that. I wonder. Oh, you got me thinking. Maybe I'll have to take a look at those. But anyway, I need to go. So thank you guys for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I enjoyed the YouTube break, but um, I kind of missed interacting with you guys. So it's good to be back. And then yeah, just bear with me. I got to get this project out for my buddies in Idaho, and then we'll start doing YouTube videos again. And yeah, so sorry, Karen. You'll have to go back and watch it from the beginning. Yeah. Okay. We'll see you guys later. Yeah. Just have a good rest of your weekend, and God bless.